hate them. Don't like this makeup at all. Hello everyone, today we're doing another coloured packaging look because I just did the pink one the other day. I'll link it below if you missed it, and I had so much fun doing that. So I've already organised a red one and an orange one. I'm not kind of intending to do similar colours, it's just what I noticed I had a lot of in my collection when I was looking at my new stuff drawers. So I had to buy a couple of things to kind of supplement, you know, what I had, but we've got a whole lot of red packaging today. Oh, I feel weird. While I'm filming this, it is Thursday morning, and I've just like last night and this morning had all sorts of hurricane stuff come up on my like For You page on TikTok. That's where I hear my news really, because I don't go on Twitter anymore. I don't watch the news or anything. Like anything I see is pretty much TikTok, and it's like all over my TikTok feed, and I just feel like really unsettled. My thoughts are with everyone dealing with that. Any of my viewers that live over that way, any of my viewers that have family over there, like I just feel really, I just hope everyone's okay, and I just hope you all look after one another if you're over that way, like over Florida. I kind of wanted to like mention this because obviously if I'm like, I don't know, like my words aren't even coming out right now, you know, like if this video is a bit strange, like I don't know, it's just so scary, man. Like anyways, let's just try to take our mind off the world's current events and play with some makeup, because that's what makes me happy at the end of the day. So I've got my big tray here. The first product I'm so excited to try, because I went and picked this up off, I think Mecca? Yeah, I think it was Mecca, but it's the this is like newish, I believe. Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drop Serum. Big name. And I think the packaging's red. I mean, the box is. So it says, as a pore treatment, spread a little bit and pat into your clean skin. Or as a blurring primer, use as the last step of your skincare routine before makeup. Allow to absorb fully. Let's just not even acknowledge my hair at this point. It is so disgusting. Like, what is this like part happening? I'm about to put my hair up in a bun after this video, so I'm just like, whatever. I'm tired too. I did not sleep properly. So we've got a coffee. And the final disclaimer, my background's still really messy because I'm waiting to do one more declutter before I like get rid of all this stuff, because I just want to make sure that I'm settled on everything. And as you know, if you watched my previous declutter video, we're doing like lip liners and all of that stuff in the top drawer next, so that's staying there for now. Right, let's give this a go. I thought the packaging would be cute, like with like a little, you know, a little pointy tip, but it's literally just like, is that really it? Yep. Doesn't seem right. It seems like the packaging is like a little bit cheap, to be honest, compared to other Glow Recipe stuff I've used. So I've got just my skincare on right now. Let's see what this does. It feels very liquidy, like a moisturizer. I can't tell if it's like minimizing my pores or anything, but it does feel very nice. It does not feel like a pore filling primer. It feels moisturizing. Kind of feels similar to that new Huda Beauty one, like kinda. I'm gonna need a little bit more to do my whole face, but undecided, but it does smell good. It smells like strawberry. I'll keep using this and let you guys know what I think once I like actually form an opinion, because right now it just feels like, yeah, quite hydrating. I feel like as it dries down, it kind of feels like it's more of like that pore filling texture. This isn't going to come as a surprise. We've got our Tear Tear foundation because, hello, iconic red packaging. I do want to try the other ones, by the way, so let me know if you want to see that. I'm going to use a flat face brush today. I think the color I'm going to be is 21 in Ivory, which I think is like my middle shade I use, because I have a little bit of fake tan on, but nothing like too crazy. I love this foundation. If you want like a full in-depth review, I've got like a first impression and also a foundation routine using this and how I use it day to day, so I'll link both of those videos down below. But it is such a beautiful foundation. Like, look at that coverage, and truth be told, you don't even need a primer with this foundation. Like, how pretty is that? But for concealer, I actually bought the Maybelline Age Rewind because that was perfect. I just friggin' decluttered mine, so I rebought it, but it hasn't arrived yet. So maybe I can just use the lighter shade of this foundation, because that still counts. And the coverage is so good. So we're going to use the shade Porcelain 15C. I'm just going to pop that under my eyes. Hopefully this gives enough coverage. I mean, it's very good coverage foundation, but obviously I still usually use concealer. Let's see how it looks. I still feel like I'm half asleep. I've been sleeping terribly for like the past week, and it's just catching up on me. I'm so like puffy and tired. Even my voice just sounds like completely wrong. Has anyone else been sleeping like really effed up lately? So there you go. concealer, or foundation, no foundation under the eye. I feel like my eyes aren't even open at this point, like I'm so squinty because I'm tired, and also it's bright AF outside this window. Like I'm struggling to open my eyes. Oh, I just want to go to sleep. For powder, I'm going to be using the Infallible, and it's the shade 130. 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation Powder. So this is like a bit of coverage. I do want to use some under my eyes, but is this gonna just look like cakey and heavy? Probs. I'll just do a little bit, because I do want to make sure that that's set under my eyes since it's so thin. We'll just deal with creasing today if we need to. Well, the coverage is just so good on this though. I'm going to use a powder puff where I want a bit more coverage around my nose, since I didn't use concealer. And then on the rest of my face, I'm just going to use a powder brush. I did a video on this ages ago, using it as a like powder foundation, like by itself. This reminds me of how I used to do my makeup years ago when I do like a thick layer of matte powder all over my skin. I want to set, I actually tried to get the, is it One Size, I think, the One Size setting spray, but it was out of stock. I actually tried to get a lot of One Size stuff for this video, out of stock everywhere. Like I tried to get the concealer, I tried to get a primer, and Sephora just never has anything in stock. Does anyone else find that? Like Patrick Tar stuff as well. I always want to buy some Patrick Tar stuff, obviously not for this video, but it's always out of stock. But anyway, this is the Tier one. Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. I love it. And it's so fine, and it's just going to help like soak in all of that excess powder, because I was feeling a little bit powdery, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's gonna look bomb once it soaks in. So we're like very flawless today. Now the problem is I literally have so many different blushes that I could be using today. Oh, I have this. Whoops. This is one I already owned, the One Size pressed powder, but too late. It's a lighter color. So I've got like all of these. I've got a tint blush from Benefit, which I'm probably not going to use today because what it looks like, because I've already powdered. I feel like this would be so pretty. I don't know if I want to use it on my lips or not. I have some other options, but let's just keep it in here just in case. We've got this Hectic Garfield one. Look at this. I'm counting this as red packaging. Oops. And then it's got a highlighter and a couple of blushes in here, like real hectic bright blushes. Now I know red blush is actually like nice though, because have you guys seen that TikTok going around where it's like the old Victoria's Secret model, like makeup artist? She always said that everyone thinks that she used pink blush for Victoria's Secret models, but no, it's always red. I also have this one, which I tried in a different video. It's the Natasha Denona Berry Pop Cheek Trio. Red packaging, but I don't love this, so I'm probably gonna give this to someone. Then I also have this one, which is like a cream. It's called Honeysuckle. I count this as red even though it's kind of brown, but it's red enough. Kind of leaning towards the Garfield one probably, and this one's like a tinted creamy red color. I remember now, the only like bronzers with red packaging, like they were all sold out. Like I think it was only, was it the One Size? So I've had to just settle for what I had in my drawer that's not really that red. But I genuinely was looking, like I looked, oh, and the only other one I found was like $150 from Mecca. I forget what the brand was, but I was like, I'm gonna have to do it. So I went to put it into my cart, but they only had like the dark shade, and I was like, I'm not spending $150 when I will literally not be able to wear this like sensibly. You know, it was way too dark for my complexion. So I did try. Okay, I actually wanted to do this like perfectly, but yeah, I just couldn't find a red. If anyone knows where I can get a red packaging bronzer from, let me know, because I checked like 5 different websites here in New Zealand and nothing. So we've got this. I think we'll start with this and then I'll figure out what blush I want to do. I'm kind of excited though, because I have not used Hoola in a long time. And Hoola is a classic. I want a bigger brush. So I'm kind of contouring with this, but not, because it's not really a contour color. Everyone used to contour with this though back in the day. It's such a good color over the nose. I have no idea what kind of look we're going for today, but I know the lashes are going to be really intense, so we're going to have to do some kind of eye makeup. I'm just going in with that first brush. I use the Dome Contour, doing like little circular motions to blend it all out, because I do like this brush, but I feel like it doesn't blend well. Like it kind of just puts it on. I like the shape of it. It's a Morphe E63. Maybe I just do some eyeshadow first. Oh, I had another blush too. This one, the Chucky one, look. How cool's this? It's by Glam Light, and it's got like a hot pink and a bright pink. Is that hot pink? Like reddish pink. You know what I mean. It's not red. So yeah, I've got quite a few options. For eyeshadow, I don't know how many of these are still available. So the first one I leaned towards was the Friday the 13th, but I've already done 2 looks with this palette. I'll link them below if you're interested. This is what the palette looks like. I might dip into a color, I might not. Let's just see what happens. Really cool palette. I did find it a little bit difficult to work with, but such cool colors. Like, you don't often see these types of colors in one palette together. I think the color story is sick. The packaging, the whole idea is amazing. This one, I'm almost 100% sure this will not be available anymore, but obviously very red. This is a ColourPop palette, probably from Valentine's Day this year or last year or something like that. I just kept it because I love the colors. And then this one, I'm pretty sure you can still get. I used a similar one recently. This is Chic Glam Sun Kissed Reverie Vinyl Pop color palette, but that is also red. I love the little like tortoise shell, and then the colors inside don't look special, but I love these palettes. They are so good. So I might just like dip around, like, you know, it's just a challenge. Like if you're like happening to wanting to like recreate whatever look I do today, you can just use whatever you have. You don't have to like find the same palettes. I'm gonna go in with this color right here first. Actually, I'm gonna mix it with this warmer one because I don't want it to be too cool tone today. I'm not gonna go in with any eye primer, even though I do have red the P. Louise base. But I was like, it's a bit scary. Like I still want to look cute today, okay? This is not just like taking the piss. I'm not just gonna put red all over my eye. It's not the rainbow series. I guess you could call like this type of video my newest series, low-key. I still haven't finished the Decade series. Wow, that was like years ago. I still have to do the 90s and the 2000s. Can you just like see how pigmented these eyeshadows are though? Like Chic Glam does not play around. I'm just gonna buff that out. I might do a halo eye. I haven't done that in ages. What do you guys reckon the makeup trends are gonna be for 2025? Ugh. I don't like that. I'm literally forever stuck in 2020. I reckon lashes are gonna make a comeback, like strip lashes. I have to admit, like, I don't know what's going on with all these like creams and stuff, but the powders are sick. Man, this red is so good. Can you see how that's applying? It's literally going on like almost a liquid. I'm gonna hit pause for a second. Sally bought me this for my birthday when she went to the States. Cream Shop Hello Kitty Macaron Lip Balm. Oh, it's so cute. I didn't even really want to use it. I just wanted to keep it because it's just so cute. But it was too perfect not to for this video. I have so many red lip balms and lip oils and things. Like, hello, like there's just so many red products. Like my favorite MCO Beauty lip oil as well. Like there's just so many. This is just the cutest one ever. How do we open it? Do I twist it? Okay. It winds off and it's just like a lip balm inside. Oh my god, it smells so good. It feels very smooth and silky. It's leaving a bit of a cast on my lips, but who cares? I'm just putting it on so that it can like moisturize my lips while I work on my eye makeup. Alright, I might go with like the darker red brown kind of color, this one. Same brush if I can find it here. And just pop that in like the deepest part of my inner and outer corner. I could have just used like a brown or something, but now I need another little brush, a little pencil brush. I'm going to go in with maybe this color. Wink wink. I will try to find this down below for you, but yeah, it's called All That. It's probably old. I'm gonna start blending that with this brush. I'm gonna leave the middle bare like that because we're gonna do some kind of glitter or shimmer. I don't know yet. We've got some options. What color do you want to see next, guys? I've got orange ready, but it doesn't have to be orange. But obviously, depending how quick I want to film the next one, I might do orange while I'm like buying and waiting for stuff to ship for the next one. But what color? I was thinking like yellow or something could be really fun. And then I want to do like some vague ones too. I want to do like metallics, like gold packaging, silver packaging. We can be boring and do like black packaging, white packaging. I even thought we could do like a blanket, you know, like holographic packaging or neon packaging. I don't know, I just feel like this is fun because it makes me use different products too, which is what I always love to do, but I always struggle to like push myself out of that like box that I put myself in where I'm always like, oh, I've got to try new products, or like, you know, this is kind of more like a shop my stash, like mixture of new and old, which is really fun. I love this. Going back in with the darker red, I'm going to like blend that a bit. I love how I was like, I'm not doing any intense makeup today. I want to keep it pretty. Look at my freaking eyes, like, sorry. Couldn't have got more intense if I tried, and I could. I definitely could, but you know what I mean? This little tapered blending brush. I'm just gonna take like the colors I used in my crease the first time and just like wiggle the red into the crease a little bit. There's gonna be no like perfect way of blending this. Oh frick. I just blended that everywhere. But you know, I just want to soften it. We're gonna have to do some touching up because I've got fallout for days. This is like my one Halloween look of the year, guys. No, I'm joking. But you could use this for Halloween makeup. People always ask me every year if I'm gonna do Halloween looks, but I honestly feel like I've done so many in the past that I wouldn't even know where to start anymore. Like I feel like unless you have like a, I don't know, specific request, like I actually just feel like I've done it all. Like I know I haven't done it all, but like I've done so much and it just gets repetitive. Like I don't want to just be doing stuff that I've already done before, you know what I mean? I'm honestly like more than willing to do some Halloween stuff, but yeah, I just don't have the ideas. I don't have anything unique to bring to the table, and I just feel like these days there are other people that just do such a great job. Not trying to put myself down, of course, but do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's why I haven't done Halloween for like years, because I just felt like my contribution wasn't necessary. It's a little bit wonky, like the middle of this eye's in the middle, this one's like out to the side a little bit, but I don't really know what to do there. I think I'll go in with just the shimmery, like it's like a golden, like beigey golden kind of color. Don't mind the blending and everything, like I don't know, we'll figure it out. This is like the worst halo eye ever. I might have to go in with some black or something. I'm just gonna literally paint this shimmer on in between. I'm also gonna put it underneath my eye. And let's see if I can flick off some of that fallout. Oh, didn't work too bad. Honestly, I'm just gonna say it. Reds annoy the living shit out of me. Like blending red eyeshadow is the worst. It's just like so full on and everything gets dirty. Like all of my brushes are just stained with red right now, and like once it's on there it just spreads and it's just like oh, it just goes everywhere, don't you reckon? I'm gonna clean up under the eye soon. It's gonna be a mess. I already know it's gonna go all cakey. I'm adding more of the red from the She Glam palette. I'm having so much fun with this red eyeshadow. I literally could have done anything. Like I just had to use red packaging. I didn't have to do red eyeshadow, but here we are, fully immersive. Let's see what other colors we have. I'm gonna go in with, I think it's just gonna look cooler. Let's go in with this like glittery red color, Infatuation. I also had red lip glitters. I used a lip glitter last time though, so I might just do this one on my finger and literally, let's just see what it looks like. Why isn't it working? It's not really coming off. I like that better though. It's not really working. It's not like transferring onto my eye very pigmented. It's like just sticking to my finger and not coming off my freaking finger. I'm gonna do some Uncensored, which is like another color from the palette. That one's better. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I actually like that just so much more. Need some underneath too, but how am I gonna do this? Cause is this gonna work? Oh geez, that's not very good. I like it, we just need to clean up, tidy up, refine, etc. Jeez, it's full on, isn't it? Winging out the brighter red a little bit. Why not? Like at this point, I've already gone past the point of no return, so let's just go for it. So one thing that's really bothering me is right under here. See how I've blended that red too low? So, oh gosh, I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna take our concealer again. We'll match it on the other side too. I'm gonna do something like that. Now for my brow bone, I really want to use this Uncuffed color. It's like very bright and I just want to see what it looks like because I love it, like very bright brow bone. I forgot, I haven't even done my eyebrows yet. That's probably why my eye makeup's looking wrong too. There we go, nice and bright. I love this color, holy. I've purposefully left red all in my inner corners too because I want to do like eyeliner all the way across. Coffee break. Okay, so for the brows, I looked high and low once again online. I couldn't find anything with proper red packaging. This is the closest thing I could find. So this is by Pink Flash. It's the Duo Effect Eyebrow Kit. Sharp Natural in shade 2. I know that this is much more mauvey pinky rather than red, right? But it's the closest thing. I guess like in this series, this is gonna freaking happen. There's not always gonna be an eyebrow packaging with yellow or green. There's not always gonna be a lipstick with blue packaging. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have to like do what we can. So this was the closest thing I could do. And once again, it pisses me off because I just wanted it to be like perfectly red. But here we are. Alright, I'm just gonna brush through the brow. My brows have been giving me troubles lately, man. I just feel like they look like trash all the time. I'm gonna start with the pomade. It's like got a powder in the top and then a pomade underneath. This looks a bit dark. Whoopsie daisy. Oh wow. Just a little bit too dark, Shan. I'm just gonna brush that out a bit. It's very, very pigmented. Maybe a little bit hard to work with, to be honest, because it's like, you know when it's just a bit too pigmented? Like with a brow product, you kind of want it to be in between. Like literally I'm barely touching my brow and it's depositing so much. And it looks a little bit like patchy. I have to do the other side now. You literally need to pick up like none on your brush. I've got like 2016 brows right now. Pencil looks the powder looks a little bit lighter. It's a bit too warm now. You know what? The brows are just not it today. Maybe we'll have to exclude brows from some of the challenges because I just feel like brow products don't come in fun colored packaging much, you know? I'm going to cheat. I'm just gonna find some kind of brow wax because these brows are hectic. Let's just use this because it's right here in front of me. It's the Precisely My Brow Wax. It's not red whatsoever, but you know, I just need to tame these suckers into place, make them look somewhat presentable. They look like big old hairy caterpillars right now. Those are some dramatic brows. I hate them. Okay, let's just trust the process. Maybe the makeup will look better once we do like liner and lashes. So for liner, I have the Benefit They're Real Extreme Precision liner. I love this. I actually like the brown, what is it, roller lash the most, but this is like a different range. Still by Benefit. Nice black felt tip liner. I'm just gonna do a wing. I'm trying to like keep it quite thin, but I need a black wing because you'll see in a minute the lashes that we're using today are so full on. I've just effed up the inner corner. Damn it. We'll just stop there before I ruin it even more. Hopefully once we put on those huge thick lashes, like, you know, it won't matter. We have the Betty Boop mascara. I've already used this before. I didn't love it, didn't hate it. It's by Glam Light, Boopalicious Full Volume. But hello, like we had to pick this for red. Like the packaging is unreal. You can get all of this like cool makeup like this and like the Friday the 13th and the Chucky stuff and all of that, all from Glam Raider, Australia. That's where I got all mine. Now I'm not going to worry too much about the mascara to be fair because I'm putting on falsies on top. I need to get my glue ready. Man, it's been a while since I've had a background this messy. Like in my old house, I feel like my background was always messy. I'm so used to that back bench being clean these days. By the way, I couldn't find any like pencil liners that were like red packaged. So it looks like we're not using any. How are you guys feeling about the eye makeup so far? Is it redeemable? Redeemable? That's not the right word. Wait, maybe it is the right word. I don't know. Okay, so the lashes we have are Betty Boop lashes. They go with the mascara, I suppose. Like same collection. Boop lashes, here we go. They remind me of Exotic Bake So Beauty. Remember those? I used to love them back in the day, but this is not the kind of lash I wear currently. Both excited and terrified. How's it gonna look? Yeah, this is some like Halloween freaky makeup. Just need a few like gashes on my face. What gashes? Yeah, I don't know. Be good vampire eye makeup to be fair. I'm going to trim from the outside to keep the length a bit shorter. The lashes seem like very flexible. Look at that. Like they just sit straight on. I haven't even glued them yet. So hopefully they're nice and easy to apply. I'm just going to pop on some of the glue. Honestly, I might have a mentee bee if these lashes do not stick straight away. Just let them get a bit tackier. I'm just going to trim my other one while that starts to stick. How cute's the packaging? I don't even know, like, I know who Betty Boop is, but I've never, like, is it a cartoon or what? Like, I swear it was like, wasn't it a cartoon years ago? I've never seen it. Obviously I know who Betty Boop is. I'm actually setting up my Halloween front door today. The makeup's fitting. They are really cool lashes. I would have frothed these a few years ago. People in other countries say that. Like, I feel like I always say that, but is that like a Kiwi thing? I would have frothed that. Like, I froth it. Do other people say froth it? Never thought about it. I hope that's stuck on properly. Right, there's the eyes done. I don't know what color like eyeliner I would do if I had the choice. Like, I even think like a gold would look so good. Do we just pop some on just to complement the look, even though it's cheating? You tell me if you think I can cheat or not. This one, let's just do a little cheat. I'm just popping on a little bit of gold. I just feel like my waterline needed something, you know? So I just used a little bit of this gold medal by LA Girl just on the waterline. It's so subtle, but it just, you know, added a little bit of fun. I think the inner corners are a bit weird, but it is what it is. Okay, let's figure out this blush situation. Might use a couple. I think I'm gonna have to go for the Garfield. For the highlighter, I did have also my Pat McGrath, which I love. I counted this as red, but this is discontinued. So we'll probably just use this for highlighter as well, even though this highlighter looks low-key like terrifying. As a backup, I also had Tom Ford, even though this is more like burgundy, but I guess burgundy's still red, right? Anyways, oh my god, after this video I need to clean my room again because then I want to do a PR haul and I want to do that other declutter as well, so get excited for those types of videos. I'm gonna go in with a bronzer brush and Lasagna is Life. I obviously don't want to go in with too much of a heavy hand. Oh my god, this is gonna be so pretty. It's actually so much prettier in real life. Holy moly. It like almost looks like it's like glowing on my skin. Oh my god, it's so much better in real life. Why can't you see it? If I go all the way back here, you can kind of see. It's very full on. Okay, I kind of put on too much. I got a bit excited. It's very easy to look like you have like rosacea or a rash or something. It really does look very like fresh though. Like if you paired this blush with a lighter hand with like minimal makeup, it looks natural in like a like clean girl kind of way. Do you know what I mean? Like red is actually really pretty and it makes me excited to use this tint. I need to use this tint. This highlighter is literally like green and gold. Oh my god, it's so intense. Oh my god, it's gonna be like, oh, I just feel like it's gonna ruin my makeup. Like it looks pretty, but just not with this eye makeup I'm wearing. So maybe I will go on with this Tom Ford one, which is like so expired. Don't even get me started. Hopefully I don't break out in a friggin' rash. It's just, yeah, it's safer. I already feel a bit full on right now with like everything on my face. Like I just don't want green highlighter. For the lips, I did pick out a like red lipstick, but I actually think something more sheer is gonna look so much nicer. So you know what? I might end up trying out the tint. I'm just gonna wipe off this lip balm. Let's start out with Flora Tint by Benefit. Kind of like an orangey color. Orangey red. I'm just gonna let that sit and then I'm gonna like blot it off. It looks so pretty. Let's use a touch of red lip pencil. This is still gonna be a red lip, but it's gonna be like glossy, a little bit more natural than like a matte liquid lip. This is Huda Beauty Universal Red. Oh, it's so intense. I feel like a clown. I think nude lip liner would be so much nicer, but I don't have a nude lip liner with red packaging. It's just like, it's too much. It's too much. Oh my god, it's too much. Whatever, let's just see where this goes. I'm gonna finish off with a red lip oil. I've just got this one right here. It's the Fruit Fetish Cherry Lime by Milani. Technically, you know, with some of these lip products, not really red packaging. It's more just like red on the inside. But I mean, we can't be too nuts about it. Smells good. It smells fruity. Kind of blending the lip pencil with this too. Well, I was gonna take a photo for like a new product I'm doing today, but I actually just feel like a clown. Oh my god, I don't like this makeup at all. I'm acting like the setting spray is gonna save me. You know what? This is why it's a challenge, because stuff like this happens. Between too much blush, which you can't really see on camera, thankfully. My eye's twitching as well. What's going on? I've got like an angry tick. There's just too many elements. The lashes would look cool with like a more minimal eye makeup or like, you know, a bronze smoky eye or something. The eye makeup itself would look cool with like just like a little outer wing, you know, lash. Maybe I could have cut this in half and used it. The lips themselves would look nice with a different eye makeup, you know, like clean girl makeup. The brows are very, I don't know, are they that bad or is it in my head? My hair's not done. Like, I just thought it wouldn't matter. I was like, you know what, my makeup's gonna be cute. Like, sometimes you can pull off like shitty hair when your makeup looks cute, you know? But it's just, everything at once is just not a vibe. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. I hope it provided a bit of entertainment. I hope it took your mind away to like a happy makeup place for a little bit, just to get a little bit heavier. I'm thinking of you all over dealing with the hurricanes. I hope you're all safe. I literally, like, obviously this is like unfolding as I'm filming. I don't know like what's going to happen. I'm not religious, but I'm just thinking of all of you, like praying for you guys that the damages are kept to a minimum and more importantly you, your friends, your family, your pets are safe. I know for a fact I've got a lot of viewers in Florida and yeah, it's just, I'm just thinking of you all. Sending you all so much love, hugs. I'm gonna leave it at that and yeah, I love you guys. Please take care of yourselves and I will speak to you guys in my next video. Bye bye.